EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us south of the border to the vibrant capital of Mexico City. Anders Carlson has his teed up, ready to get started.
And we are underway from Mexico City.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Call it a gain of a yard, and now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting a stat.
And I think the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
First carry for Josh Jacobs.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Love. That's complete to Dobbs.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Love. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal.
They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
They run with a dangerous dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The man in motion is Brown.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Hurts to throw. Throw right side complete to Dotson.
7 yards there and a first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Well, it's caught on the right side of Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hurts.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary, his 2nd sack of the night.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
3rd down and 1.
Love.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Love now. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.
That's to the tight end, Musgrave.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
Touchdown! Josh Jacobs from 13 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That is caught. 20.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, good move. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 8 yards out.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Second and a couple.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. Shifts by him. He gets away from one. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. A little juke. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Love looking to throw it.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing. Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Again, it's Love.
They'll complete this one to Watson.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Working out of the gun. Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Second and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Love. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal.
This from 36 yards out. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. There's a short one caught by Uzama. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now this aired out deep for Reed. That is incomplete.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Dances by him and showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, a strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Love from the gun. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and a yard.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
80 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, so this is a first down.
Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Here's Love.
Throw caught by Musgrave.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This will be caught at about the 6. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Carlson on for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Looking for Dotson. He's got him. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Got a man. It's Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2. A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And some room to work.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Evades him at the 10. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jahan Dotson.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Glove. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
On now is the Packers punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It's taken to the 26.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. This is Smith with a ground. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Barkley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3/4 of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Mexico City. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Hurts.
To Barkley on the check down. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
And that's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter tie. The kick by Elliott is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now Love. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
And let's not forget, there were some scouts who believe Carter was the best defensive player in last year's draft. Heck, there were scouts who thought he was the best player overall in last year's draft. And he recorded an impressive 6 sacks in his rookie year. And truth be told, that number doesn't tell half the story of just how dominant he can be.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Up the middle with Barkley. Shifts past him at the 45.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 94 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown, and the Eagles are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Packers offense set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. To throw now, here's Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Love now. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Play action this time with Love.
Completes it again to Dobbs.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Love looking to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yard.
That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown.
From 17 yards out.
And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away.
Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 27. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Throwing is Hurts.
Over the middle, complete.
That's Smith. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and it certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.